in Honningsvåg, so in this city, it's called a city. It's a big, big town. In this city, we have the most roundabout of Europe once. And if you did all that with no mistakes, you've passed your driving license. That's how Oddbjørn got his. So if you want to go out, there are quite a few things you can do here. There are 4 restaurants, 2 bars. If you want to go to school, we have an elementary school, a secondary school. We are now in the real north. So on our right-hand side, in a few minutes, we'll see the northernmost, well, nearly northernmost. Well, it's called Honningsvåg Airport. There's an airport here with direct flights to New York, Singapore, and Sydney. But it is possible to go swimming, as you see. So last week I had a day off, and with some of my colleagues we went swimming, but we wanted to prove it was possible. So we waited. So all the houses you see here, they belong to the inhabitants of Honningsvåg. They're secondary houses, weekend houses, because when you live in Honningsvåg, it's a big city, it's very stressful. It's a bit tiring sometimes. And so now we're starting to have proper nights. They're very short, but we're having nights. And in winter, from the 22nd of November until the 22nd of January, you have polar nights where you do not see the sun. It's of sun on the first bit now. So this is the northernmost region of Norway, Finnmark. So today we're going to the North Cape at the very top. We left from Honningsvåg this morning. And so Hammerfest is where the hospital is. And at the very bottom, CapoNord during the winter. So in this region is about the size of Switzerland. Except in Switzerland you have 198 inhabitants per square kilometre. Do you know how many we have up here? We have 3 reindeer per square kilometre and 5 tourists per square kilometre. So we have about 5,000 reindeer and sheep. But it was very hard to feed the animals during the winter. Because there's about 2 meters of snow here in winter. So the Norwegians had the brilliant idea to give the animals some seaweed. In theory, good idea. In practice, well, the cow milk started. People used to hunt whales in that fjord. It's forbidden today, but we still have whales. We still have whales, and there used to be a whaling settlement further down, but it drive down. So it's right in front of us. It's between the sky. It's between the line, the limit between the sky and the sea, right in front of us. A foreigner to have a little cabin by the water for 1 week with a little rowing boat, that would cost you. It can cost you up to 10,000 euros. Which would be 90,000 kroners for 1 week to fish wild salmon. And we do limit you on the quantity of salmon you're allowed to fish, which looks a bit like 3 big salmons. Don't remember the exact quantity in kilos, but 3 big salmons. So you have to be very motivated. It's just too much wind. So people do stock food for about 2 weeks in the houses, just in case. So right now we're on our way to the North Cape. Then as you go, as you walk inside the building, on the right hand side there's a restaurant, a lift and a staircase. So it's the northernmost lift of Europe, northernmost restaurant of Europe, northernmost staircase of Europe. And then on And we have Jesperstappen on the left-hand side, the island here. It's also called the pregnant lady in her bathtub. So that's still on level -3. And I think we'll have some reindeer on our left-hand side in a couple of seconds. So as you can see, they're of different colours. They have a very light colour during the winter. They're nearly white during the winter, and they turn brown during the summer with the sun. They actually lose their winter fur, and then the new one grows back again during the summer. Do you know how to distinguish males from females?
Also wir folgend zum Zelt gehen und dann auf der linken Seite, also die Samen begrüßen mit Poropevi und dann auf der linken Seite des Zeltes Platz nehmen. Nein, ich korrigiere.
We used to say that kind of dog, she had 4 eyes, so she sees more than other dogs.
Ja, sie sagen gerne, diese Art Hund hat 4 Augen und sieht deshalb mehr.
First of all, we will wish you welcome with a joist. Joist is the Sami way of musical expression.
Sie wollen sie nun willkommen heißen mit einem Joik. Joik ist die samische Art, Musik zu machen.
Ailu will joik our oldest son, Antonidas.
Ailo wird jetzt ihren ältesten Sohn Antonilias joiken.
Play better.
A little bit nervous.
Wir sind aufgeregt.
When we yoik, we use our voice in a special way and we take power from the stomach when we yoik.
Wenn sie joiken, gebrauchen sie ihre Stimme auf eine besondere Art und Weise, sodass sie die Luft aus dem Mund aufnehmen. Warum sie die Kälberfelle nehmen und nicht die Felle der Erwachsenen, ist, dass es zu schwer und zu warm wäre im Winter.
And this is not so heavy, it's about 2-3 kilo.
Die Jacke ist gar nicht so schwer, die ist etwa 2 bis 3 Kilo.
And as sewing thread, we use tendons from it.
Fellen, weil diese sehr selten sind.
And this jacket was also used under polar expedition in the older days.
Diese Jacke haben sie tatsächlich auch Polarexpeditionen früher verwendet.
And in the older days, when our people hadn't rain jacket, then they also used this jacket as raincoat, but opposite way with the hair in.
Pussimat tällä munnunuhteen, si ei ädde maimuntaa ja koitkella sitida aamaskiella, mutta tällä munnu isidan etnikiellä ja vaimukiellä. Tän deuskele numai uokhan ja jamme nuoraita ja deuske jokke hallamisten kiela vahtipuulimi. Kun mä ainakin smävä lägger samiskerketen tullasin kun ja tahteli chia ja chapa chahpis siitä ja chokka ja chuk chalsi. Chada chodda chavi ja cholida. What do you think, Lilian?
Yeah. It sounded very nice, but I didn't get one bit. Ja, ich spreche kein Samisch, also ich habe nichts verstanden.
But I think you are a very clever girl, so in the end of the season maybe you know some more Sami words.
Maybe.
Maybe you want to learn some more Sami than just only Berlevag.
Vielleicht wollen Sie noch etwas Samisch lernen, außer Pause. See, I
Berlevag.
don't even know that.
Berlevag.
For the baby. I'm new, so it's been nice. Yeah.
You do it well. We have 300 words to describe the snow.
Wir haben 300 verschiedene Wörter, um Schnee zu beschreiben.
300
But of course I think you
parole
don't have to learn 300 words for snow this time now.
One would be fine.
One. Yeah.
Ich meine, Sie müssen jetzt nicht alle diese 300 Wörter lernen, aber vielleicht wäre ein Wort gut.
Yes, the first snow, it will be olla muotta. Olla muotta, new snow.
Neuschnee. Holländer.
But I think we can count to 10 together.
Wir könnten ja versuchen, bis 10 zu zählen zusammen.
Okta, kuekte, kolma, njalje, vihta, kukta, shieja, käftsi, otti, loji. Wow, you do it well.
Thank you.
And of course, now you have to repeat.
Jetzt wiederholen bitte.
necessary thing.
So konnte dann eine Verbindung hergestellt werden zu den Naturgeistern und es konnten Voraussagungen gemacht werden über Natur, über die Jagd, über die Familie, die wichtigen Dinge des Lebens.
Norwegian church and Norwegian government have apologized for the things they do.
Später hat sich die norwegische Regierung und